Just 5 minutes of checking fluids on your car can save you $5,000 or more. The first fluid you should be checking constantly. You say, what's constantly? On an older vehicle, at least once a week. On a newer car, every month is suffice, depending on how much you drive. That's the motor oil. You want to check that out. Checking the oil level. Some cars, you check it on the dashboard because it's digital. Others, it's a dipstick. You stick it down, check it when the vehicle's as flat as you can. You also want to let the oil level drain down. That takes about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the motor. And that gives you the proper reading. You're going to see a top and a lower part of a little checker mark. Anywhere in between there is good. Ideally, you want it smack dab in the middle. If you overfill it when you're on a steep incline, you can burn oil and create problems. If your oil's too low, you would lose your cooling capability because your motor oil also cools your engine along with the coolant. Number 2 is the engine coolant. You should be checking your engine coolant when the vehicle's cool. How do you do that? You can pop your radiator bottle. Sometimes it's just like a little twist-on cap. Others, it's a metal cap. It depends on your specific vehicle. You want to check that coolant level, ideally, like I said, once a month on a newer car. If you have an older car, definitely stay on top of it because that plastic water bottle gets brittle, starts to crack, starts to leak. And that can really overheat your car if you don't keep an eye on the level. Because as the level goes down, the water can start to boil, which is a water and also a coolant concentrate mixed together. So oftentimes you'll see a universal fluid called 50/50. If you want to top that off, you can go to any auto parts store, or you can order the products that I specifically sell that are much higher quality, but that will keep your engine running cool and at the proper temperature. There's different levels of engine coolant. Some are extended drain interval capability up to say 5 years or 150,000 miles. And that's the universal fluid that AMSOIL makes that's good for any application, whether you have a tractor, 18-wheeler, car, truck, SUV. That's what I personally run in my vehicle, and that's what I love the most because it has extra protection from pitting the metal and the aluminum, extends the life of the seals in the water pump. So all these different parts are very vital to be on top of. And when you're checking this all the time and you're changing your coolant at, like I said, anywhere about 60,000 miles with an OEM coolant, if you have a higher quality, you can go up to 5 years or 150,000 miles, whichever comes first, depending on your application. So you definitely want to find out if you're doing city driving, which is harder, hotter, or you're doing highway driving, which is cooler. One thing to check on your radiator is for bugs, tar, sap, basically leaves, all get stuck in the radiator. That decreases the airflow going through, which makes your car run warmer. So if you're doing a lot of off-road driving, highly recommend cleaning that radiator about every 3 to 6 months and definitely check it out. And there's all different ways to clean it, which we show here on the channel. Transmission fluid, that's basically the legs of your vehicle. Without the transmission, you just sit there and rev the engine. So you want to check your transmission fluid by changing it. Most vehicles nowadays, unfortunately, there's no dipstick and there's really no way to check it. So the best thing is to just change the transmission fluid and hey, take a real good look at it when you drain and fill it. So I highly recommend doing that about every 15 to 60,000 miles. If you have a CVT transmission that really runs hot, somewhere like Las Vegas, where it's 120 degrees in the summer, blacktop gets to 180, and you're running OEM style fluid that's not the best quality, probably want to change it at about 15,000. With the higher quality oils like I sell on the channel, which is the best you can get, 100% synthetic AMSOIL, you can go about 30,000 per change on that, and then up to about 60,000. But I wouldn't do any more than 60,000 on a newer transmission without changing it because you're better off extending the life of your transmission, having your car run better, and saving the fuel mileage than waiting and potentially just kind of gambling with the life of your transmission. Another fluid to check consistently is brake fluid, which is very safety conscious. Over time, the brake fluid wears down, kind of becomes like a jelly, so you lose that great lubrication property inside your calipers, inside your brake lines. What happens is it oxidizes with heat and it mixes with moisture, and the moisture wears out the fluid. So every system is open. It's not a sealed system. It does get moisture inside, and that moisture can start to boil. And when it boils, you can get a soft pedal and you can actually lose the brake feel of your car. So if right now, if your car is not running quite the way you think with the brakes, that's because it's time to change the brake fluid, which should be changed about every 1 year or 30,000 miles, whichever comes first. If you have a higher performance vehicle that has a lot of heat, if you have a very light duty vehicle, you could probably go about 3 years to 60,000 miles, whichever comes first. But remember, if you want the very best anti-lock brake performance, stability, traction control on your vehicle, you want to change your brake fluid every single year. So some people might think that changing the brake fluid is the same as a brake fluid flush, and it is and it isn't. So you could go to a mechanic shop and they could just suck out the fluid out of the reservoir on the brake system and then put fresh fluid in, but that wouldn't actually change the way your brake performance is, because the actual fluid that's deep in the lines that goes down to the calipers that squeeze your disc rotor, that fluid wouldn't be changed. So they actually have to bleed it. There's a whole process on how to do that. We show that here in the channel, but basically you suck all the fluid out of the reservoir at the top, and then you put fresh fluid in, and then you drain it all the way down to that tire and clean it out. Then you go to the next wheel, clean it out, next wheel, clean it out, clean it out. And then all 4 brake lines all the way to the caliper are all fresh, clean fluid. And then you have that firmer brake feel, better performance, better reaction time, better stopping distances, extended life of your brake calipers. We had a brand new Kia Sportage on the channel. And that vehicle already had a soft brake feel. She was an Uber driver. She had a lot of passengers and she said, hey, is it normal to have this really spongy brakes? It felt like her brakes were giving out. And basically all we did was do the full brake changing fluid exchange process by bleeding it. And now her brakes actually perform better than brand new. If you're really smart, you're also checking your power steering fluid every month. Once again, this fluid should be changed about every 3 to 5 years, depending on your car. If you're doing extreme driving where it's very hot, you could probably change it every 2 years. This fluid runs as a hydraulic system on most vehicles. Some new cars are actually electronic power assist. So if you go underneath the hood of your car for the first time and you get scared, oh my God, where's the power steering fluid? No need to worry, no one stole it or nothing. Basically, all that happened is your car has a electronic assisted power steering instead of the older style hydraulic assisted power steering, which can have 2 different types of fluid. It can have either ATF fluid or it can have multi-vehicle power steering fluid. Those are the 2 most common types, and changing that and checking it often is well worth it. On my personal car, I change it about every 2 years or 30,000 miles, whichever comes first. Another fluid that's often neglected is what's called the transfer case lubricant. That combines the front and rear axle on an off-road vehicle. That fluid should be changed at the time of servicing the transmission and the differential. It's oftentimes neglected. People don't even think about it, but it's very important to change. So you don't really check that fluid. Mainly you just change it out every 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first. If you're doing all kinds of city driving, if you're doing more highway driving, it's not going to be quite as hard on it because the car's not running, the truck's not running quite as hot. So you're going to be closer to about 5 years or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first. But remember, always do that transfer case lubricant. And last but not least, the differential lubricant or fluid. That goes in the rear gears. Basically, these gears all synchronize and come together. The only thing between that metal is a film. The higher quality you use is going to make the difference of how long your diff lasts, giving you better performance, smoother operation. So I highly recommend the AMSOIL products, which actually one of the products is the AMSOIL Severe Gear Oil, which was actually developed back in the late 60s with Bobby Unser at Pikes Peak. Al Amatuzio, the guy that invented AMSOIL. This is the product that I like and this is what I use in my car and what I like to sell and help people use. It's the highest quality. That was actually tested with that hill climb racer. And he actually used to change his differential about every few races because there was metal on metal contact with the heat. Once he switched to AMSOIL, he was able to use the same rear differential for the entire race season, all the way into the next race year and next season. And so that was a game changer for Bobby Unser. And he's, I believe, a 12-time Pikes Peak champion. So definitely check out Bobby Unser. And if you want to get better performance out of your differential, I highly recommend all the different rear differential gear oils that AMSOIL makes. So that story I told you is just one example of why AMSOIL is the best super, super high quality lubricants. If you have any questions on any of the lubricants we went over today, feel free to reach out to me. My name's Eben. You can contact me anytime by calling me. I'm a real person, 702-472-3614, or just leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you. All right. If this was valuable to you, definitely slap that subscribe button. That way you can come back and watch a lot more great videos right here on synthetic oil protection.